If you have clicked on this video, most probably that you have ever bought a Profam challenge and blew it out of the blue, or you are planning to buy a Profam challenge but the rules are too many to read. Nevertheless, you may even not knowing where the rules actually are, cause if you go on their Profam, all you find is this, which is not the rules at all. Or I really actually expect you, if you are actually anxious to know if there are more hidden rules created by this program known as equity edge. Okay, things like you should not trade with a stop loss, things that you should not trade the news, and more any other rules that you have seen on social media popping up for people blowing up their accounts. I'm going to be telling you most rules from this program, and I will be explaining them to you, since some rules are written in complex English that it's too hard to understand them as a trader. Okay, so you end up blowing your account by a surprise. Remember, Equity Edge has 3 types of accounts. We have the 1-step, we have the 2-step, and we have the Pro Edge. But in this video, I'll be explaining about the 2-step. And in case of I do the video about the 1-step and the Pro Edge, I'm going to be linking them in my description so that you can go and watch them if you need them too. Okay, so looking at these first trades that you come onto on the first glance of Equity Edge dashboard, I can explain them through quickly, which is the first is the trading period. Okay, remember, these rules here are just a tip of an iceberg about the rules they use. Okay, and of which I'm going to first show you this, then I will show you the most brutal rules, or the most rules that you must be aware of before trading their accounts. So let's first pass through this chap. So we have the trading period, which is unlimited. So meaning if you buy your account, phase 1, you will trade till you pass it. It has no time limit. Okay, even though you pass it after an hour, or even though you pass it after a year, it has no problem. Okay, we have trading minimum days, which is NA, meaning that they have no minimum trading days. For example, if you buy their account, they don't tell you that you have to trade for 5 days to pass, or you have to trade for 2 days to pass. No, even though you pass this account in 1 day, they will give you the next phase. Okay, then you have the maximum daily loss. So the maximum daily loss is 5% on phase 1, and phase 2 on phase 2 is also 5%, meaning that you must not lose 5% daily. Okay, on phase 1 and phase 2, even on the funded phase. So the only money you should lose is at least 4.5% of your account in a day. You can do your due diligence and calculate, which is 5% times 2.5, how much money are you supposed to lose in a day. Then we have the maximum loss. So the maximum loss means even though you lose to 1%, 1%, you must not lose 10% overall. So you may fail to lose 5% at once, then you lose 1%, but you should not reach 10%. Okay, which is on phase 1 and phase 2 and the funded phase. Then you have the profit target. On the profit target, so you must make 8% in phase 1, and you must also make 5% in phase 2, which means that with any account you buy, you must make 8% of that account and 5% of that account. Okay, then the average FX, that's the average for the phase 1 and phase 2. I actually don't mostly take important of the average stuff, because you will trade no matter what, because the average they put actually is okay to trade with. Now, after you reading this, then you go straight to trade. Promise me you're going to blow your account, because these are not the real rules. Let me show you where they are. So on their dashboard, you just go to the frequent asked questions, okay? That's where you click to get the right rules. So when you go to the frequent asked questions, you're going to find all this, okay? So everything you can see, general has 24 articles, evaluation has 16 articles, funded phase, funded traders has 14 articles, then trading rules, they have 2 articles, okay? So you might run to trading rules with only 2 articles, but promise me, there is nothing there. We shall pass there, but there is nothing there to help you. So okay, so you go to general. So in the general, there are many rules. There are many rules. Remember, there are 20 articles, okay, 24 articles. But I'm going to be picking the key rules that actually you must be conscious of. If you want to read more rules, you can do your due diligence and go read them. But trust me, the rules I'm going to pick are the rules that you can read and then you go and trade stress-free, okay? So the first rule is signing up. These two step evaluation, we have already explained it in the first minutes, okay? Then there is the sign up for evaluation. We shall pick this, okay? Signing up for multiple challenges. So you can sign up to as many challenges as you like, but the total capital of your funded accounts and past challenges should not exceed $100K, okay, at one time. So meaning you can sign up to as many challenges as you want in the challenge phase, okay? But you should not pass accounts. You should not pass the challenges to an extent that the whole capital is more than $100K, okay? And after this rule, they always say you can only copy trades between 2 equity analytics challenges. So meaning if you take a trade on GBP USD at the same price from one account, you only have a chance to take it again on only another account, only 2 accounts. You should not take the same trade on more than 2 accounts, okay? So that's it. So you must only take the same trades on only 2 accounts, not more than 2. So that's the first rule that I picked that is actually quite challenging, okay? So the next rule is maximum capital allowance, okay? So with maximum capital allowance, it's nearly the same from what I'm from explaining, which is the maximum allowance at equity capital is 100K. You should not exceed 100K in your capital. The challenge phases it's okay, but with your capital, like you've already passed the challenges, you should not exceed 100K. Okay, so that rule will only affect people who can say that I'm going to approach pro firms and I will buy 10 pro firm challenges, then I'll trade them. Yes, if you buy 10 pro firm challenges, the only knowledge I give you is don't buy 10 pro firm challenges that make up to 100K. So yes, you can buy 10 pro firm challenges, then you pass all. And now when you pass all, will you blow the one account so that you should not make the 100K? No. So make sure you buy pro firm challenges that are not making 100K, okay? Then we have the next rule. So the profit split, that's already shown. You already know it's always 90%. You take 90%, they remain with 10%, okay? That one is something just to to know. The rules of quality traders, that's nothing. The available accounts, that one you've already seen. Yeah, they're just trying to explain the available accounts they have, like the 2.5k, the 5k, like that, okay? So the payment methods for the profit split. So on this row, they always tell you that profit splits for qualified traders can be received through bank wire transfer, or traders have the opinion to select crypto as their profit split payment. Now, so this rule, yes, it's like that. You can choose either bank wire transfer or profit split, but the mistake you should never do is choosing a profit split payment tunnel that is not in your names. Actually, they always emphasize that you should always use the profit split tunnel that you use to buy the account. That's where they always drop your money, and that profit split tunnel should be in your names. So you should not use someone's Binance to buy the account, or you should not use someone's bank to buy the account, okay? Because yes, you will buy the account, but they won't give you the account. So that's the rule that they have not written in their website or on their rules, but it's effective. So you may ask yourself, where am I getting these rules? I've traded with Equity Edge, Profam, and I blew it by surprise. So I decided to take 3 weeks researching on these rules so that I can be knowing everything. Then I decided to just give you all these rules so that you can also know about them. Okay, so the next I chose is the third party. So the trading platforms, they're just showing you the trading platform that they trade on. The experience requirements, you don't need any experience to trade with Equity Edge as long as you're a good trader. Okay, so actually on the experience required, the only knowledge I give you is platforms are for and not for beginners. If you can't trade a demo account, or if you can't grow your only live account, don't even bother trading platforms. So the third party payments, it's what I was trying to tell you is that Equity Edge does not accept from third party cards or accounts to prevent credit card fraud. This is what I was telling you. So okay, they can tell you that third party cards, I know Africa, we don't know English. It's actually not our language, but with the third party accounts, it's what I'm trying to tell you, that you should never use someone's account to buy Equity Edge account. Okay, you should never use someone's bank or someone's wallet to buy that account. When you trade, yes, they will give you the account, but after trading it and reaching on KYC, you will fail to pass through. So that's the most painful stuff. You have phase 1 and phase 2. Then after going to get verified, you fail to get verified, because when you give in your ID, it won't be the same ID that you bought using the account. Okay, so that's the third party payment method. So the other stuff is the trading environment. That's nothing. The commissions, that's nothing. Trading support, technical support, that's also nothing. So all these ones you can just go and do. They are nothing. Those ones you can do without. Okay, those ones you can do without them. So okay, we have the crypto trading over the weekend. Okay, so for example, you can buy Equity Edge when you have a pair like BTC USD. Okay, like for example, if you have Ethereum USD and you want to trade them too, yes, you'll execute your trades over the week. But if you get a trade to enter on weekend, the broker will have closed everything, so you won't even be able to enter the trade. So that's one of the rules also I didn't know that could also affect me, because I do trade BTC USD. Okay, so the other rule, how does the KYC work? Okay, so now by the time I joined Profams, I never knew what KYC is. So okay, the KYC, in short, it's just like know your customer. Okay, so it's like when you hand in your ID and they know who you actually are. So this is where you verify this stuff. So at what time does this point come? So after you passing the phase 1 and the phase 2, that's where you can do your KYC. They ask for you the ID and they ask for you maybe the passport. So what knowledge am I giving you here? So if you're below 18, in my country, if you're below 18, you may even not have an ID. So if you're below 18 and you don't have an ID, or if you're that person that has never got the ID, then bro, I don't think you'll pass through. Cause yes, you'll buy the Equity Edge account with someone's ID or with someone's Binance. Then if you come to the KYC, you won't have that person around. So you will have to verify with another person's ID. That's where you will be failed. Or the only knowledge that I can give you here is if you're planning to buy Equity Edge and you don't have an ID, make sure you use the same Binance for the same person and you use the same ID for the same person to do the KYC. And you should make sure that person is not registered with or is not verified with Equity Edge. Okay, so that's the small knowledge I can give you about KYC. Then actually this video is too long, but if you actually need to know the rules, then I think you can persevere. Then the other rules that I can give you about Equity Edge is the restricted countries. Okay, you should also go and check out the restricted countries. It's in the general. You can go check out the restricted countries, because you may find when your country is not accepted, so even you even not buy the account, they will not be able to verify you at buying the account. So going to evaluation questions, we have the completion of the evaluation program. That one you can do without. Then we have the copy trading policy. So in this copy trading policy, actually I made a video about Equity Edge hidden rules, and so on this channel it actually blew up. That's why I actually even say let me make this video too for you guys as a thanks for you to blowing up that video. In that video I actually never knew about this copy trading policy. Then someone commented in that video. So that's the good thing with making these rules, that people always come and comment in such videos. So if you're also in need of knowing about those two big hidden rules that actually made me blow up my account, and they actually against swing traders, you can also check out that video. I will leave the link in my description. So with copy trading policy, Equity Edge does not permit copy trading from other groups, okay, traders or external accounts. Copy trading between two Equity Edge accounts is allowed, but no more than 2 accounts. So what they are trying to mean is Equity Edge does not permit copy trading from other groups. What do they mean? That you may find yourself taking a trade. For example, if you guys are in the same IP address, for example, you're all guys in the same area, and you take the same trades for like a long period of time, they will come up and analyze your accounts and see, are you guys really doing group trading, or are you guys really, is it the one person having all those accounts? Okay, they are saying you only have to copy trades between 2 accounts. So the rule that I never knew here is these guys, yes, they permit copy trading, but they don't permit using copy trading tools. Like there's tools that you can put your accounts and they execute trades. You execute on one, then they execute on the other. No, you only have to execute manually. Actually, I never knew that rule. Someone just commented it in that video that I just told you. And there are more other comments that I'll be telling you about, and if you also want to know about them, you can go check up on them. Then we have the floating loss. Okay, so the floating loss, these ones you can do without the tradable assets. So if you want to see the tradable assets, we have Forex, we have metals, cryptocurrencies, and indices. Okay, but if you actually want to know what the tradable assets, Yes, they can tell you cryptocurrencies and indices, but on going there you won't find other cryptocurrencies, promise me. You only find these generals, the BTC USD, the Ethereum USD. Like, you only find the general cryptocurrencies, okay? And the metals too, you only find the general metals. Then the indices, same thing. But the Forex, most of them are there. Then these ones are obvious. Objectives of trade, those ones are always obvious, okay? The trading maximum loss, I've explained in the first one. The average, I told you that one is not important, you can do without. Then prohibited trading strategies, okay? Now this is where the most English comes in. So there is prohibited strategies like unrealistic prices, arbitrage, latency trading and high frequency trading, reverse trading and group hedging. So now, actually this rule is too large to explain in one video. I just don't know if I will just make one video about this rule, but if you're willing to watch this video, you also go on my channel and search it. But if you're in quick, you can also go research about what are all these rules to understand what actually they are, cause you can do one of them without knowing, okay? So that rule I won't explain because it's too big or too large, but the only thing I will explain about this rule is placing minor lot sizes within seconds for each other, and or closing in a sequence is prohibited strategy and will bleach the account, and this is considered as this goes as spamming the order book, which will do not allow. So this rule is one of the rules that has caused onto the blowing of people's challenges. So let me say you're planning to trade a one lot, and now you decide to divide it into 10. So you use 0.1 times 10, meaning you go onto your trading platform and you decide to stack like times 10, like you press that buy button at a high speed, okay, within seconds. So that's spamming the order book. By the time you finish putting in the 10th lot size, you're done. The account will be bleached. You'll be sent an email that, bro, you just bleached your account. Then even closing, yes, you can say I'll place in my lot sizes slowly. I place 0.1, then I wait. After a minute I place another 0.1, but remember, the price won't be waiting for you. Yes, after placing all those lot sizes, then you decide to close them at once. That's also spamming the order book. You will have lost your account. Now, since this video is getting too long, I will stop here. Then I will make another video about, I'll make another second video about these rules, and it will be the part 2 of this video. So you can go up on my channel and check up on it, because I know long videos are mostly not watched on my channel. So I'll just make a part 2 of this video and I'll also drop it. So you can go and check up on it after this.